Beautiful. What I want to say. Welcome, sun and sunsets. Rise and radiate. My name is Cynthia Renee Meeks, and I'm a spiritual awakening guide for those who have a strong desire to spiritually define their life path in this life or a past life. The modalities I use are metaphysics, numerology, and hypnosis. So let's get started with today's topic. Today is all about LisaRaye McCoy. Let's check in on Lisa and see what's going on. Recently, we all saw the outburst that happened on a Zoom interview. It was like a birthday greeting to her, and they invited her sister Brad on. And this is the typical, the typical LisaRaye that we see quite a few times, have seen quite a few times in interviews, right? So we all know that she can be brash and really mean, and she can, say exactly what's on her mind and don't care, really don't care, and a lot of people think that that is okay, and during this time people will accept that because of the COVID-19, and people really, they can't handle all this everything that's going on. Even if they're celebrities, they can't handle it. But I want to say we got to check in on Lisa, because I think this has gone on a long time, right? And just to see what's in her chart, how we can help her, how we can send her love and light and compassion, and so we can help change the vibration of her frequency. Okay, she's a beautiful person, have beautiful energy, and sometimes people can act out in their negative energy for so long, and it becomes acceptable, and they feel like, well, this is just who I am. Well, it's not really who you are. We all have characteristics that have negative sides and positive sides, and we want to stay balanced, right? We want to stay balanced on that positive side, because we all can go to the dark side, and certain circumstances will push us there, but we have to know when to bring ourselves back, when to raise our vibration and elevate in our spiritual growth that will help us, live a balanced and grounded life. So stay tuned, and more to come. Kind of look at Lisa's chart and analyze exactly what's going on with her this year, and what, and get a sneak peek of what's to come for next year. And I do these celebrity charts just for you guys to see who is watching, to understand that we all go through something. We all have a theme for this lifetime. Every year we're given a different theme for our life to help us grow spiritually, and to give us opportunity to plant seeds, to water those seeds, to watch them grow, to pick the plants once they grow, and then fertilize some more. And so every year 1 through 9 years, okay, give us an opportunity to have a different theme of our life, and what we should be doing, what we can do to grow, okay? And it doesn't say that it's going to prevent obstacles or prevent other things from happening. Life still goes on, but you will feel the energy. Just like with this COVID-19 going on, we still have energy that we feel within us, that the universe is helping us, pushing us. We still have to go on. We still have to fulfill this purpose of this lifetime. And so what I do, I use numerology to help people define their lives, okay? Numerology is the ology of numbers and the scientific principles used to analyze the characteristics and determine the path that an individual walks in life. So when you think about how is that possible? Well, we all know people who have the same zodiac sign as us, but then they act like totally different. And that's the reason, because the energy with their date of birth and their name, they are a very unique, have a very unique personality, very unique characteristics. And so just because they are a certain zodiac sign, that does not that does not mean that's the only way to characterize them. You have to look at what their numerology energies are, so what their date of birth, and then you take the name, and then you transpose the names into numbers, and then you have their destiny. So we're going to get into that in just a minute, but know that we have a vibrational song of who we are, and we come into this world with this path already set in place, already preordained, okay? And we have an opportunity to come in and take the energy that we chose to have for this lifetime and make it work for us. Go through the lessons and learn, because this is just a stop. This is only a place that we stop to educate ourselves. There's more to the soul than just this earth plane. So we have to understand that this is just the school. This is just part of the school, okay? And so in this school, we have to make sure that we're educating ourselves, and that we are, and that sometimes that we're going to get different teachers that's going to teach us certain lessons that we need in order for our soul growth, okay? So let's get into it with Lisa's chart. Now let's take a look at Lisa's core energies, her vibrational song of who she is, okay? So, and we all have this, right? That we're looking at her, but we all have core energies of who we are that truly explain our characteristics, our personalities, our talents, our purpose for this lifetime. And so, okay, so here we go. Her born gift number is 23-5, as you can see. Her life path is a 19-1. Her destiny is a 14-5. Now, her heart's desire, the reason why I have two of them there, because some people count the Y as a vowel, some count it as a consonant. And so if it is counted as a vowel, or it will be a 9. If it's not counted as a vowel, her heart's desire is a 13-4. Her personality, and that's how people view you without even knowing who you are. That's the energy that you give off. Now, her personality, counting the Y, not counting the Y as a consonant, is a 5. And I believe that this is like truly her. I think it's the 5 energy, and not the 1 personality. Because when you look at Lisa, you don't look at her as like being like this, boss. You just know she's an actress, right? But when you look at her as a very, very funny person, a person that you can feel comfortable talking to, a person that has a lot to say, a lot of encouraging things to say. So it's not all bad, right? So now let's talk about her born gift 23-5. Now, for those of you who I'm gonna quickly give you the definition of the birthday gift, the life path, and the destiny expression, and those are the only 3 I'm gonna talk about on this core energy, because her heart, desire, personality, yeah, we could talk about that, but the video will make it even longer, and we have much more to discuss. So, okay, birthday number 23-5. The birthday number possesses some special talents you have that is your God-given talent that is recognized first from people, okay? So that's the talent that people will recognize you as when you're born, like when you start walking, when they first notice your personality. That 23-5, the energy that she has, is all about talking a lot. They probably called her talk a lot when she was growing up. Very, very independent, right? Very smart, quick learner, be able to pick up things very, very fast, and didn't need much assistance. They say independent, but very quick learner, right? Probably talked at an early age, probably walked at an early age, very sassy by the mouth too. So that is a 23-5 and good memory when you're young, but when you get older, the memory kind of goes. Anyway, so in the life path, so her life path energy is a 19-1, which is karmic debt. But the life path is the most important energy of numerology. One can understand their personalities, their challenges, their opportunities. One will encounter what they would encounter during their lifetimes. Okay, the number helps you identify momentum and direction for your life. So when you think of the life path is your life journey. So 19-1 is a karmic energy, which means that she did have karmic debt coming from a past lifetime. And when it's a 19-1, it's not all bad. It's just saying that in a past life she had a lot of power, and she possibly persuaded people to go the opposite direction, right? And so in this lifetime with that 19-1, it wants her to be more compassionate, because that's what the 9 is. The 9 and the 1, you bring together. 1 plus 9 is 10. So you drop the 0 and it's 1. So born leader. So it is pushing her to, trying to get this, it is moving her in a direction to be more compassionate, be more tolerant, be more loving, and also, but still standing in you and be self-determination and have that self-realization. Also to have that courage and initiative, drive, self-determined, and also, but if you are a 1 energy, not necessarily 19-1 energy either, you can be 19-1 energy for sure. You're very inventive, like you're very creative and have a very inventive mindset, right? So I know she has a lot of ideas. I know creatively she comes up with like really good stuff, but as you can see, we haven't really seen her on that entrepreneur side of things, and only doing the vision boards. But I believe that she can do much more than that, So now let's look at the destiny number. Her destiny number is 14-5. 14-5 is her destiny number, and destiny expression, it will tell you how you are determined to achieve and express your life purpose. Your life purpose comes through different numerologists says different things from old books. They said the life path determines your life purpose. Some people say your destiny, your name. So destiny derives from your entire name, and you will add them all up and reduce it to 1 digit, unless it's 11, 22, 33, or 44. And that will give you your destiny expression number, and hers is a 14-5. So there's another 5 in there. 14 is also a karmic debt number. So she has traveled through many different lifetimes, and she's here to learn many lessons, and like we all are, right? Like she's not on this island by herself. Now I do want to mention that too. The 19-1 make you feel like you're on an island by herself, and she set herself up on many occasions where being alone, I know she has a daughter, but she's grown and married and off, but 19-1 can truly make you lonely. You will get to a place where you are lonely, you're by yourself, and oftentimes I'm a 19, I was born on the 19, we do it to ourselves, right? We can say things to people and be very harsh and mean, and then it's like, you left with those words sitting by yourself. And that's why I think she lashed out at Brat, because she was saying, you listen to what she was saying, she was very hurt behind a lot. And I think that the best thing that should have happened was she just disconnected from the call. As soon as she saw her on there, if she knew that there was going to be the outburst, because 5 energy can be a lot of drama queen. The 1 on the negative side can be very bossy, kind of controlling, out of control, very dominant, aggressive. And that's when you operate on your negative energy, on the dark side of numerology, right? So when you can work things out in a very humble, a harmonious way, then you know you're operating on your positive energy. I know it didn't feel good to her. It felt really bad watching, and I know we don't watch stuff like that, but it felt, I was hurting for her watching that. You know, she allowed the ego, because one is very egotistical on the negative, on the dark side. It's very ego driven. So you have to control. Just because the ego is there and it can control you, it doesn't mean that it have to control you, right? You can see when your ego is trying to push you in a way of in a negative way, right? And you can bring yourself back, but you gotta catch it. You gotta talk to yourself with that 5 energy. You really have to talk to yourself before you speak, because I'm a 5 as well, and 5, sometimes it just comes out. However it comes in our head, it just fall out the mouth without thinking, without even, no remorse, very brash. It spills, and then you're thinking like, but I didn't mean it like that. It just came out like that fast. Well, you have to catch it before it comes out. You have to change it, because vibration is real. Vibration is knowledge. Vibration is feeling, and people have not, especially our people, have not grasped that concept of vibration is also a boomerang. Whatever vibrates out, it vibrates back, right? So we don't feel good, and if we get whatever you send it to someone else, it comes back to the sender. It always does. It takes time. And depending on what your energy is, your numbers are, it takes time, it may, but it will come back to you. And it doesn't feel good for anyone to have to go through and be hurt behind other people's words, okay? Especially when you're being honored by someone on your birthday and then you tell them to shut the F up. Like, that was so out of line. And we just want to check in, because check in with you, Lisa, because we understand that can be your demeanor and how you talk to people sometimes when you're upset, but that does not define who you are. That doesn't mean that's truly who you are. And I know that you did not feel good, and I know that we all are going through some things around here. We're stressed. We at the nerves are on edge. We don't know what's going to happen next, but we have to stay in high vibration frequency, because that is the only way to get through these times. We are here for a reason. Our soul chose this time. The people who left because of COVID-19, their names was attached to COVID-19. They were supposed to leave. They knew that they were going to leave. Their soul did. Now, the body didn't know, but the soul knew what was going to happen, what was going to take place when it took place. So when things like that happen and you are left here, you have to understand, not left, but because we don't, once you go, that's a beautiful place in heaven. This is where you need to worry about the people being here in heaven to still go through these lessons. So we just want to have compassion for everybody. So check in on people. If they lash out at you, don't take it personally. Just send them love and light, and just know that we are all dealing with something. We are here for experiences, lessons, to make up some stuff that we've done in other lifetimes to people. So understand, compassion is the way to go, no matter how bad people hurt you, no matter what you see. When you have compassion with no judgment, it's easy for you to get through your stuff, right? Because you will be judged sometime in some form of way as well. So just think about that. Whatever goes out comes back to you. Okay? So understanding life path and destiny. So 14-5, that's another karmic number. So she's a 19-1, she's a 14-5 energy, and that destiny is her name, 14-5, and is helping her purpose for this lifetime, which is to elevate as a one energy and to help people, bring people in a certain way to a certain cause of good. Now, I'm not with the vision board. That was really good. That was something in her 19-1 energy, an idea that she came up with, and that was good for her. But I want you, Lisa, if you catch this video, to think of something on a grand scale, right? That I think that was just like way in your position for this platform that you have. I think that even though you're not still, you know, the wife of your ex-husband on the island, but now I know you will implement a lot of great things. But I think that was for you. So find a place where you can cultivate some nonprofit efforts and put and get more spiritual. Like that will truly help this walk and understanding this self-development period that you're going through right now. Okay. So let's move on. So that's her life path. That's her destiny, right? That's kind of understanding why she can, you know, spill out like she does because of that 14-5, because of that 5 energy. 5 energy is like that, the ego and the 1. So if you got some 1s or 5s, or you was born in on the 1st, the 19th, the 28th, the 10th, or the 5th, the 23rd, or the 14th of the month, then you can have some spillover moments too. Your mouth can just, you know, say some things before the brain can catch it. And understand that, you know, you don't have to be like that. Like, that is not the way God gave you. Just because he gave you that mouthpiece, he really truly want you to use it for good and positive energy. So just remember that the next time you say something about somebody, or even knowing them personally or a celebrity, it doesn't matter. This vibration is vibration, okay? So let's move right. As you can see here, has the karmic lesson of 2 and 8. But what is karmic lesson, Cynthia, right? Okay, so karmic lessons are the energy numbers that are left out of your name. So imagine your entire name, if they're 1 through 9, if one of those energies is left out of your name, then that is saying that is a weak point of who you are, right? Of your energy. So you have to master those weak points, and there are going to be several lessons that will help you along the way to have more understanding and strengthen your weak part of who you are. So and if everyone doesn't have to go through a point where they have a karmic lesson, okay? So that's how you know that life is preordained. That's how you know that your name and date of birth is not just by chance. It's not because your mom picked a day to have a C-section and your dad got together and named you this. No, you had angels working on your behalf. The angels probably whispered in her ear and told her the name and influenced her or your dad or whomever named you to give you that name so it can help in your vibration, okay? Same with your date of birth. Your date of birth is preordained, whether it's a C-section or not, or you come early. You are here on this specific date to help you and elevate you spiritually, grow while you're here. You need these certain energies, vibrations to help, you know, form your characteristics, your talents, your personality, and your life purpose of who you are while you are here on this earth plane. So like I said, everybody does not have karmic lessons to get through, right? To master, to achieve. However, Lisa does. So the 2, and this is a trip, right? The 2 and the 8. So let me tell you what the 2 means. So the 2 is a lesson for her to help her learn to master sensitivity, right? To be sensitive to other people's needs and their feelings, to be more diplomatic, to be more tactful in your words, okay? Obviously, she's missing those lessons every time they show up, okay? So let's send Lisa love and light. Let's send her some love, some light, some sensitivity, some diplomat, some tactfulness. All you have to do is use your mind, bring it on the surface of your mind, and just, you know, say that I want to send this vibration frequency to her, right? To help her with it. She will feel it, and it truly works, right? You don't know it works, but it does. It's just like when you send out negative vibrations to people, it works. But that's her karmic lesson, and she's constantly getting these examples or these opportunities to strengthen herself in this lesson, to learn this lesson. Yes, she may be failing a few of them, but it's going to continue to happen until it manifests within her, or until it actually sinks in that look, I can't be like this to people. Yes, I know I got this mouth, but I need to be more sensitive to other people's feelings. Like, their feelings matter just like my feelings matter. You can't be this mean-spirited person and think that there's not someone else is not as big. Someone else can't be just as mean-spirited as you are, and returns back to you. So just think about that, okay? The other karmic lesson, as you can see, is an 8 energy. Now, the 8 energy is it challenges you to think differently about money. She has no 8s in her birthday and none in her name. And so it challenges you to think differently about how you spend money, how you view money. And also the 8 energy is also saying, how are you doing with your ego? Like, it challenges you to check yourself, not be a know-it-all, because when you're a know-it-all, then no one can tell you something, because criticism, you don't like to be criticized, okay? So it's another ego check lesson as well. So she's missing the 8, she's missing the 2 energy, and I think that it will be beneficial for her to, for Lisa, this. So when times like these come up, because I know how that 5 energy works. That 5 energy makes you be a risk taker, make you spend all kinds of money on all kinds of ideas. Then you don't complete those ideas, and then you're stuck with those ideas, and now you're stuck with no money until the next gig come around. So it's just telling you to be mindful with your money, and save some for rainy days, and don't be quick to spend all the time. That's that karmic lesson. So that 5 energy in a destiny, I want to go back to that. That 5 energy in that destiny, that 5 energy is truly saying that help is all, your destiny is for other people. Your destiny is how you do things in your life for others, and help in your life purpose, in your life path, your life journey as well. So now let's talk essence and pinnacles. Now we got the lowdown on why she is so brash, why she come across like she does, because she just doesn't know that life is challenging her to be more sensitive. But now she knows, she'll get it, she'll understand. And so will you, just in case that you have a problem with this issue as well. And if you would like to get a numerology chart analysis done by me, simply go to my website, CynthiaReneeMeeks.com, and book that appointment today. And once you book this appointment, like, this will give you enough information to last your lifetime. When you book this one appointment, you will get information about last year, about this current year, about the year to come. And this is a perfect opportunity, because why? This year is about to end. And yes, we in this COVID-19, but life is not done for you. Life is still moving on. The energy is still moving on. Your angels are still right here with you, aiding you, pushing you, and the universe is raining down that energy upon you, so you can go out and do what you need to do, whether it's find a new job, whether it's lose weight, whether it's move to another city, another house, buy a house, have a baby, start a family. It doesn't matter. The universe will help and aid you if the timing is right. So knowing the time for you, what your theme in life is perfect. So is what's best that you need to understand, because we all just, before I even understood and became a numerologist, you wonder, like, why is this happening? What's going on? Why is this? Why? Well, numerology give you the whys of your life. It give you the understanding of your path. That's why when people say, well, I don't, you don't have a roadmap when you come into this life, that's a lie. God is not going to send you into this lifetime, into this earth, into school without a book, right? You have a book, and it's called Numerology, Your Purpose, Your Life Path. right? And I help you to define that life path for you. Your name and date of birth, it gives you your roadmap, your life path, your blueprint for this lifetime. And if you don't take an opportunity to open it up and see what's in there, then you will always be walking around confused and with no understanding. Right? Knowledge is power. Vibration is knowledge. And this is vibration. What I'm doing right now, this is her vibration, her energy vibration, okay? So now let's move right along to her theme for this year. We're going to talk about the theme from last year, as you can see. And so 2019, 2020, and 2021 was to come. Last year, okay, so hopefully you guys understand what an essence is. I'm going to briefly explain it. And the essence. So the essence is derives from your name and your personal year. They work hand in hand. If you've seen any of my videos, you see I talk about the personal year. However, you need to know your essence, because the essence and the personal year works together. The personal year is what's going on the outside of you. The essence is what's going on the inside of you. The personal year comes from, again, your date of birth, the month and the year, the month and the day, and then the other digit that you have to add up comes from the universal year, whatever current year this is in. So for instance, this is the universal year 4. 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 0 is 4. And I was born on the 19th, which is 1 plus 9 is 1. Plus I was born in January. So you take the universal year 4 plus 1, right? And it would give you 5, 6. 6. Okay, so that means that this year I'm in a personal year 6. It's just that simple. That's all you have to do. You take the current year, you add it to the day you were born and the month, and then you will have your personal year. And then you reduce it down to one digit, okay? Unless it's 11, 22, or 11 or 22. You can't have a 33. So yeah, 11 or 22. Now, so just take a look here. As you can see, Lisa is in she has a 3 essence, okay? 3, 3, 3, because the essence comes from your name. She doesn't have a middle name, so her mental transit you just add it, use the mental, add the mental and the spirituality together. So your last name is the spirituality, right? The first name is the physical, and so you add those two, and you add those together. Now, how you get what energy comes from the letters, you have to, check out a video. I don't have time to explain it right now, but just know that 9 is that the letter R is a 9 and the letter C is a 3. So she has 2 C's in her name. So each letter 3, each C vibrates to 3 years. Okay, so that means it goes the first C, 1, 2, 3 years, and then you start another 1, 2, 3 years, and then you can go to the next letter. Okay, the R, 9 years over. Okay, so that's why you see, and actually 3, she has been in a 3 essence for a long time, since 2017, and it won't end until 2022. So that means from 2017 to 2022, she has opportunities to become very famous. When you have a transit that lasts in the same number for a long time, that is an opportunity for you to experience something, to go through something, a self-development. So it does give her opportunity to be very famous in this time period, but you don't want to be famous for the wrong things, right? You want to be famous for some good stuff, making money opportunities, or giving back to a community kind of opportunities. So whatever her life path, her personal year would change like yours every single year. But the 3 remains the same. But so you have to add the personal year to the 3 energy, the essence, right? Essence is within, personal year is without. Personal year is from birthday to birthday. Personal year is from calendar to calendar. So every January, your personal year changes, okay? The essence may remain the same, or it could change every year as well, depending on how the letters fall in the transit in your name, okay? Okay, so now let's take a chance. Let's look and see what she had going on for 2019. Now, we all remember that in 2019, we saw her on Wendy Williams. We saw her all through the blogs, all through social media, talking, engaging in the conversation about Nicole Murphy and cheating and, you know, just a lot of negative vibrations. But, you know, I'm only touching on this because in case you are in your year 8, like that is like the absolutely wrong thing to do in a year 8, okay? Year 8, when you in a personal year 8, guys, you gotta understand, like, when you like, life is real, okay? Like, vibrations are real. Karma is real. And when you are talking about other people, you know, because you feel like you can chat on the phone with your friends, and vibration is vibration. The universe don't care who you on the phone talking to, how mad you are, what they did. The universe doesn't care. All it does is hear the vibration, and it flows and it grows and it goes to the person who you're sending it to, and then it comes right back to you. So you may not be in that same situation, but you will have a situation where someone will have an opportunity to say how they feel about your situation. So you just got to be mindful of that, right? And when you're in the 8 energy year, and I tell people this all the time who do readings with me and analysis with me, don't waste your 8th year on someone else's vibration. Don't waste your 8th year building up your negative karma, because you are building it up for future actions, okay? 8 years is all about manifesting your dreams into reality, right? It's about karma. It's about abundance. It's about like your worth, a new job, power, promotions, new career. But most importantly, it's about budgeting. It's about reaping the seeds that you've already sown. Like it's those are coming to fruition, okay? Like you're like in the year 8, like people who are born on the 17th or the 8th of the month or the 26th of the month, like these people go through this all the time. As soon as they say something, boom, it happens to them. Like you can say, oh, her face, she got so much acne, and then tomorrow you wake up with a breakout. Like that's how fast it happens. So when you are in an 8 year personal year, the 8 is energy no matter where it falls, either in your name, your date of birth, in your personal year, your essence, your pinnacle. It doesn't care. It's still a manifestation energy. So you have to understand, the more you put out, the more you will receive, good or bad. So why waste it? Why waste this opportunity where you can build up your wealth? You can make your dreams into reality. Why waste it on endless conversations that has no meaning to them? Okay? And that's what she did last year, and that shit bit her. Remember in her conversation, if you caught the conversation, she said, remember you knew what all I was going through in December? Well, all of that stuff led up to December that she did. Like, you can't escape energy. You can't run. You can't hide. You can't go and change your identity. Energy is energy, and it will follow you because it's who you are, and you are made up of energy, and energy is everywhere. We cannot escape it. Okay? It came back on her. And that's why she was mad at Brad, I'm assuming, because Brad have not talked to her throughout all this time, and maybe she was going through some things that she has caused, and they came back, and it, you know, and we don't know about it, because, you know, that's a personal thing, but the energy here is saying it all, right? And so now that 8 and that 3 together was an 11-2. Now that 11-2 is a profound spiritual lesson. So that was the energy throughout the whole entire year. A profound spiritual lesson that you was going through, that you had to have faith, learn faith, that was giving you the opportunity to sow some new seeds for your abundance, some new seeds for your dreams. And this is what she sowed in her year 8. I did a video that said, Lisa, zip it, please zip it. I probably will go back and delete that video because I want all of my videos to be positive. I don't want anything to have to do with saying something that will hurt people. I want people to be uplifted and guided. That's why I'm a spiritual awakening guide, uplifted and awakened with these videos, with what the knowledge that I have that will help aid you in your spiritual growth. Okay, so know the year that you in, know that you have to know your essence as well, because they play the part together. So that 11, that 8, that 3 energy, now even though that 3 is making her famous, but this 3 is also saying this is giving you an opportunity to express your emotions effectively, right? Not negatively, because that 3 energy can give you some negative energy. That 3 energy is very powerful. That 3 energy in the essence, so this is what she's feeling on the inside. So that 3 energy is supposed to be happy and joyful and moving and making other people happy and joyful by your creativity. It's all about letting your creativity shine from within and let it go on the outside. And so when you pair that 3 with your personal year, and that 3 is saying that it's giving you opportunity with a lot of creativity, a lot of happiness, a lot of joy, a lot of meeting new people and communicating. So that was an opportunity for her to start a new blog, start a bunch of stuff that had to be able to help creatively express her dreams and her desires, right? And along with the personal year, that 3 is money. So it would have brought whatever that she was manifesting every year. It would bring her fame and money and all the good stuff that goes with that. But also it brings emotions. You have to get your emotions under control, because that 3 can be very manipulative. It can make you feel like you're a victim. So that 11-2 was given, saying that these are some things that's going to act out. Now you have to have faith, and you have to trust, and you have to have be intuitive in this year, and know that this sometimes when it's time to let your intuition drive you, and when you need to sow some seeds, and when you don't need to plant some seeds, when you need to be quiet, and then you need to talk or whatever. Okay, so now let's talk about this current year, 2020. So 2020, again, the 3 is still there because she's in many years of that 3 energy. So the 3 is still there in her essence, but now in this year of 2020, now this is the 9th year, her ending cycle, guys. Like, this is the year. Know your ending cycle. Know it's so important, because you are ending the last 9 years of your life. You are saying, I'm putting an end to it. I'm bearing all of these memories. You know, I'm gonna be thankful and grateful for all the lessons, all the experiences, all the people who I met, the teachers that came in and left out of my life, honey. This is the time to say, I'm grateful for that experience, but now it's time to be buried so we can start a whole new 9 years and where she will be next year. But this year is the year of letting stuff go that no longer serve you, letting people go that no longer serves your life, right? Letting jobs go, letting just removing things out of your space, cleaning house so you can prepare for next year, because next year is your new beginning. You don't want to take none of this baggage over to your next year. LisaRaye has 3 more years, 3 more months, October, November, December, right? You do too, in order to get this year, finish this year out strong. Whatever year you're in, finish it out strong. But most importantly, if you're in a 9 year, this is the year for completion. okay? Completion, forgiveness. This is the biggest time for forgiveness. And I promise you, you can't escape energy, because when the energy rains down on you, for you to say, I'm sorry to someone, to yourself, you gotta do it, because you're gonna be waking up with dreams. You're gonna feel it so heavily. All I have to do is just say I'm sorry. And as you can see, she kept saying, I kept reaching out, and Brett just kept not. Okay, well then don't reach out no more. Don't reach out no more. And if you saw her on there saying her birthday, say thank you. Okay, thank you guys, now I gotta go. And just remove yourself from the situation. Lisa, don't allow nothing to disrupt your new beginning. Okay? So, transformation is big in the year 9. Transformation, you're transforming, you are changing. Why is that, Cynthia? Because you are taking this old self, the self that have all this experience from these whole 9 years. Now you say, you know, this experience is over. I can breathe again. I can have a fresh start. So let me complete, let me end, let me transform, let me feel the transformation of my new self, all right? My authentic self. I've dealt with so much. Now I can say it's over now. It's over now. It is over now. I don't have to deal with this anymore. I can put these people who no longer serve in my life, I can just, delete them from my phone, delete them from my life, in a blessing way, in a compassionate way, in a tolerance way. And that's what you want to do. This year is a year of a very self-improvement year for the 9. You want to self-improve yourself, because you're getting ready to transform into a whole new butterfly. A whole new butterfly, right? So whatever you got, I'm talking to Lisa now, right? LisaRaye, whatever you just say, your forgiveness, right? Forgive the people who watch you clown like that. Forgive yourself. That's the most important part, is forgiving yourself. And then take an inventory over this past 9 years and forgive all those people who you sit bad vibes to, who you lashed out at. It's okay if you ain't feeling it, but just say it anyway, because the universe don't know how you feel, but they know the words are vibrational, right? Say it anyway, so you can close up this chapter for 2019. And you can be able to have a fresh start for 2020. Now let's quickly talk about 2021. 2021, man, it's going to be a life-changing for her, right? She's changing her pinnacle. We'll get to pinnacles in just a second. More to come. She's changing her pinnacle. She is in her third pinnacle cycle right now, which is a 6th energy, which is all about friends and family and stuff. And I know that's why it laid on her so heavy, because she's in this pinnacle cycle where she's thinking about family. She's thinking about the friends. She's thinking about, responsibility. And it's weighing heavy on her, because she can't be a risk taker and doing things that she normally does. She have to think about her responsibility. But guess what? That was 9 years as well, and that's about to be over. You in your 8th year of that 6th pinnacle, and next year it's about to be over, Lisa. And then you can start a whole new pinnacle. You start a whole new year, personal year, a whole new epic cycle. It's going to be great for her. Next year will be a lot of opportunities, a lot of future plans, she's sowing a lot of seeds in personal year 1. If you're in your personal 1 for next year, know that this is coming up for you too. A lot of opportunities will be knocking on her door. She's going to have to decide which one will serve her and which one will waste her time. She is a 1 life path. So that 1 life path and that personal year 1, she is going to stand up on her crown, honey. Put that crown on and say, I am a boss, and I'm going to go out here and I'm going to take all of these ideas that I have and I'm going to make them manifest. I know she can, but she has to close up this chapter for this year first. She got to forgive herself. She got to rise above this frequency that she's at right now. And she has to become this new person that she is elevating to. Self-development, self-improvement, transformation is the key for this rest of the year, okay? So she can have an opportunity to have this new beginning and find love, okay? Year 1, honey. Year 1 is the time to find a soulmate. So listen, if you don't have anybody in your life, and I know that 19-1 can make you feel very lonely on this island by yourself, this is the year next year where you can find love, your soulmate that will be able to be there with you for the rest of your life and in marriage. Not just in a relationship, but a committed relationship in marriage. Finding love, new ideas, life-changing things are going to be some great life-changing things for her. So if you know LisaRaye, get this video to her. Let her get her life together. Let her get her soul together for the rest of this year so we can see a bright, brand new LisaRaye coming in the year of 2021. Now let's get started with LisaRaye's pinnacles and challenges. Okay, so here, as you can see, her pinnacle that she's in right now is a pinnacle 6. So this pinnacle will end on when she turns 54. But I'm sure right now she's feeling the energy of the pinnacle 5, because when you're dealing with pinnacles, they last for so long. As you can see here, her first pinnacle, because she's a 1 energy, because it goes off your life path. So your pinnacles is based on your date of birth. That's why pinnacles don't change, right? And if you look at my video with Chadwick Boseman, I mean, everything was just uniform to show that this was going to be his last pinnacle. He was not going to make it to his 4th pinnacle. It was all there. And that's what numerology does for you. It doesn't say that when it's going to be the time to leave, but it would definitely give you some pointers to show where all of this stuff is happening, and then maybe some sickness come in. I mean, it gives you all of that. So this is why numerology is so important in your life, defining your life, defining your path, creating your life, creating more of abundance in your life, creating more creating the life that you want to live, okay? Prosperity and good health and all of that good stuff. So in Lisa's pinnacles, we're only going to talk about these 2. So she is getting ready to end her 6th pinnacle, which will be next year. She just turned 53, but the pinnacle will go all the way for her 53-year age until she gets to be 54. So when January rolls around, she will enter into her personal year 1, still in the essence 3, and also she will still be in a 6th pinnacle. And then when she turns 54 in September of 2021, her pinnacle would change to 5. So she will be in a personal year 1, pinnacle 5, essence 3, okay? And how does this work, Cynthia? I'm glad you asked. Okay, so the pinnacle will be the pinnacle 6 is all about the family and the relationship, the duty of the family financially and responsibilities. Okay, so she's had 8 years, because remember, she got 1 more year. The 2 pinnacles in the middle are only 9 years. The first pinnacle is always a long one, because it goes off your life path number. And then the last pinnacle is long because it goes until you leave here, or it can be short, you know, who knows. But those 2 would normally are the longest times, because the 4th pinnacle, you don't know the exactly end date. So it starts that date and just whenever you leave. So the 2 in the middle, like I said, the 2nd and the 3rd pinnacle are 9 years. 9 years. Each one of them, they last for 9 years. So she is at the end of her 3rd pinnacle, which will end at 54, and it's a 6th pinnacle. So it's about family, it's about friends, it's about giving, servicing others. This is not the time to be selfish, so this is not a selfish time. However, when 1 rolls around in her personal year, that is a selfish time. So the 6th energy may have to take it still will be about the responsibility, but she will be building future wealth. She will be sowing seeds for the next 9 years. Everything that the opportunities that are going to come her way, sowing these seeds for the next 9 years. It's going to say how the next 9 years will plan out, because it's the new beginning of her personal year 1 of a new epicycle. So with the 6th pinnacle still there, she still will have family responsibilities, things in the family that is pulling her. And the 6 is not easy, because I'm in a 6th pinnacle, matter of fact. And 6 is like you don't get to take those risks that you've been taking, because it's just all about your responsibilities. Like as a 5 energy and a 1 energy, you're a big risk taker. Like you want to bet on yourself. But when that 6th pinnacle is there, it's like you have to go see about other people, because in your family, People can be sick in your family. You have to take care of someone that is ill in the family. You know, that's a part of the sixth essence, or I mean pinnacle, that could happen, right? Because it's all about giving yourself, your humanitarian duties to your family, to your friends. Also, it's about loyalty and love, and you can get married in your sixth pinnacle, in a sixth pinnacle energy pinnacle. You can get divorced. It's about loyalty. It's about the beauty of who you are, taking care of yourself health-wise. And that's why you take care of yourself, but you have to help and aid other people, because this is a great, healthy, and rewarding time money-wise. This is a money-making time, because you're giving yourself to others. You still have opportunities that are coming your way in a sixth pinnacle. 5. Now she'll be moving into her 5. That's why I said this year is going, next year 2021 is going to be a great year for her, because she's moving to a 1 personal year, and her pinnacle will be changing back to a 5. She knows how to navigate through this 5. This 5 is all about the freedom. It's all about bringing people in, using what you have, your gifts, and showing others how they can live freely, how they can have this abundance of life, how they can be able to explore and travel and have adventure. That is what this 5 is a very busy 5, like a lot of opportunities that you will have that will help you rise to the occasion of what you're trying to do. Now, that's why I said this is an exciting time for her. This is a very exciting time for her. But in order to be able to reap these benefits, you're going to have to change these moods and these ways, and just be different. Be your best self. Like, it's not even about being somebody else. Like, this is truly who you are. You just on the flip side of your energy. You got to flip it around and be on the positive side of your energy. So with this 5 pinnacle, it's all about progress. It's all about advancement, right? Advancement in her career, advancement in her spirituality, in her mental state, advancement in her whole walk in life, right? Advancement. It's also the money will come at the right time, and the right time, and the right time in this 5 pinnacle. And she's in her 1, so a lot of opportunities that will come that will be able to bring that money. She needs to stay happy, and they will be very interesting time, because 5 is all about happy and joy, and just being able to do and go and be free and not be put in a box. Man, to have that as your 4th pinnacle, that is phenomenal, because whatever she does, she's going to do what she wants to do and still be making money, not with somebody else doing something that she have to do to make the money. It's going to be something enjoyable for her that she either creates, or somebody else has created a platform for her to be able to do it and make money from it. But you have to be able to have the ability to adapt to new friends, new contacts, to be able to find. I have a call coming soon. So also understanding that in a 5, now she'll be back in her next year. She'll be back to her 5 year, and in this 1 pinnacle. So there's going to be a lot of opportunities come. She's going to have to decipher which opportunities that will be beneficial to her, which ones will waste her time. And with that 5 pinnacle saying, yes, there's going to be a lot of opportunities for you, LisaRaye. However, you're going to have some legal matters come up if you don't take your time and read all those contracts. Let someone fine tune it and make sure that you are signing the deal that's right for you, and not that's something that you're signing in a hasty way, right? Because 5 is quick change, all about hasty. Let's get it done. You miss over a lot of things because you're so fast and quick, want to take a risk, that you overlook some key details of certain matters. So in that 5 pinnacle, just slow it down. Make sure someone is looking over your shoulder and helping you making those decisions that you need to make. I know you that boss, you that boss female, or how do you call it, boss, I don't want to say B, but and I know you can make you've been in this industry, but there's going to be so many opportunities coming for you and obstacles. So you have to be careful what you're signing, and you're not signing it because now you're glad to be back to business, and you overlooking those key details. Okay. What else? Great freedom will follow, especially if it follows a 4 and a 6 pinnacle. So that is That means if you are now, she is, this 5 is coming after this 6. So when the 5 energy, when the 5 pinnacle, the 5 cycle, the 4th cycle of 5 energy is in a pinnacle that follows a 6 energy in the third pinnacle, that could be a 6 or 4. That's really good, and hers was a 6. So this 5 is really going to be an opportunity for her to say, look, I've been giving all myself like forever to my family. Now it's back time to get to, you know, for me, it's back time to get to work. And get to work doing something that I love, which is acting, which is, you know, whatever else she loves to do. But this is a great time for her. Like I say, don't do anything impulsive. Just take your time. So that's going to wrap it up about LisaRaye. She has wonderful energy surrounding her, wonderful energy that's within and without around her. So I want good for her. I want all good. I want all good for Tamar. I want all good for everybody out there who struggles in this time frame of this COVID-19. Just remember, check in with yourself, and whatever your energy is not going to let you rest, right? It doesn't care about what's going on, because you still have a duty and a responsibility to do what you are set to do while you're here. Okay, and COVID-19, people still moving and shaking. They still going on vacation. They're still doing what they're supposed to do. So don't let what's going on outside stop you. And if it is stopping you, then turn off the news, turn off the social media, stay off of that stuff, because it's going so much inside of you that it's clogging up. You know, you can't hear the soul. You can't hear God's voice. And so with that being said, if you feel like it's time for you to understand your path and define your path in this world, in this lifetime or a past lifetime, my name is Cynthia Renee Meeks, and I'm a spiritual awakening guide for those who have a strong desire to spiritually define your life path. Okay, all you have to do is go to my website, CynthiaReneeMeeks.com, and book that appointment today, whether it's hypnosis, numerology, or both. Okay, so I want to say to all my sun and sunsets, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you were able to understand and figure out some things about yourself within her energies, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye bye.